Right, I'm just going to say this from the off. I think this is total nonsense. I'm saying this like just straight from the off, and it's probably in the title as rumour and stuff like this. But this comes from We Got This Covered, which they don't have. They got nothing covered. They have the most nothing of nothingness covered. But this is funny as hell, and let's just explore it as if it's the truth. Yeah. So, apparently the rumour is Netflix is eyeing Tom Holland to play Link in a Legend of Zelda project. Now, Netflix have been expanding their sort of anime stuff, right? And they're also like video game adaptations, or at least video game adaptations are on the rise anyway. Tom Holland is no stranger to video game adaptations. He's doing Uncharted at the moment. So, could this be true? Maybe. It's probably not, though. And if it is true, is Tom Holland a good fit? Not really. Link doesn't say anything. Would it be Legend of Zelda if Link talks? I can't imagine Tom Holland running around just going ha, 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 like as Link. As Link normally does. It's just not going to be good, is it? But then if he talks, is it Legend of Zelda? Probably not. But maybe Tom Holland will be playing the princess. Who knows? It is Netflix after all. I mean, they love cuties, and they've just discontinued Dark Crystal because that had no agenda. But whatever. Let's check this out. This article's linked down below, guys. Check it out if you want. But a new rumour claims that Netflix is eyeing Spider-Man actor Tom Holland to play Link in a Legend of Zelda project. The rumour comes from We Got This Covered, where writer David James explains that a movie and TV show are both being discussed, and furthermore, Netflix is eyeing Tom Holland to play the lead role of Link. Isn't Legend of Zelda Nintendo? I'm fairly certain Legend of Zelda is Nintendo. Nintendo don't give their products out. So this is absolutely not the case, is it? Like 100% not the case. Because Nintendo are notorious for not like allowing anyone to give out their products. Like Mario, for instance, they got an iron grip. Let me have a look. I'm fairly certain it's Nintendo. Yeah, it's Nintendo. I'm fairly certain they own the rights to it. I could be wrong, but it's never appeared on anything else, has it? So, yeah, no, this is nonsense. This is absolute nonsense. The fact that no one's pointed out the fact that it's Nintendo and Nintendo never let anyone have their products. That's strange, isn't it? Scooper Grace Randolph also put her weight behind the rumour. Really? Really? Randolph took to Twitter where she wrote, "This is true." She continued, "Tom Holland is wanted for Legend of Zelda, but it's very, very, very early days right now, more of a Netflix wish." Randolph then compared the casting to Henry Cavill on The Witcher, writing, "This would be on par with Henry Cavill on The Witcher, so I see the thinking." I don't think this is true. I think this is nonsense. How can it be the case? How interesting. The thing that I'm surprised about is that, unless I'm wrong and it's not Nintendo, but I'm fairly certain Nintendo hold maybe they hold distribution rights to the games or something like that. But when it comes to Nintendo, they don't let anyone adapt anything. Because they even had some say with respect to the Wreck-It Ralph stuff that came out. So rumours about Legend of Zelda project began circulating back in October 2018 when producer Adi Shankar said he was working with an iconic Japanese gaming company to adapt one of their iconic video game series into a series. Shankar claimed he would make the announcement of what he was working on November 16th, and the success of his adaptation of Castlevania created this opportunity. And this is the initial post. "I can confirm that I'm working with an iconic Japanese gaming company to adapt one of their iconic video game series into a series. On November 16th at 1 PM, I'm going to announce what it is." I don't think he ever did. "I love you all. Thank you for following me on this journey. Entertaining you guys continues to be a privilege." I'm sure the money does as well. The Wrap would then claim that Shankar was in talks to produce Legend of Zelda TV series. I think I did a report on this back in the day, but I'm very surprised. However, this would prove to be false, as Shankar revealed on November 16th that he was working on Devil May Cry. In a follow-up post, he confirmed he was working on Devil May Cry, writing, "I'm weirdly sensitive about this photo. I'm so excited to be turning Devil May Cry into a series." While Shankar might not be working on Legends of Zelda series, it does appear there are a number of rumours indicating there is interest in adapting the series to TV, whether that's live action or animated. Well, you wouldn't get Tom Holland if it was animated, would you? What was the point? Holland's star has exploded since he's landed, Spider-Man, and it's true, he has done a lot of stuff, actually. He's been in a lot of stuff, like, weirdly, stuff that you wouldn't put him in, but he's been in. I mean, here, for instance, they note Walter in Spies in Disguise, which is a voice role. He did a voice to a number of other films, including Dolittle, where he voiced Jip, and he also voiced Ian Lightfoot in Onward. More recently, he starred in The Devil of All Time on Netflix, and he's doing the Uncharted stuff, which is, big. That's really, really big stuff for him. But the thing that puts a spanner in the works for this, right, is the rights holders. Now, Legend of Zelda. Legend of Zelda, created by Japanese game designers, Takashi, is developed and published by Nintendo. Although some portable installments and re-releases have been outsourced to Capcom. Well, that's outsourcing. Legend of Zelda is one of Nintendo's most prominent and successful franchises. Nintendo are notorious. They are notorious at not giving out the rights to things. They hate giving the rights to things out. And they will sue the shit out of anyone. They'll file copyright claims on anything. They're notorious for it. I cannot see them relinquishing the rights to this in a hurry. Not to Netflix either. I don't think this is true. And I don't think... we got this covered on notorious bullshitters anyway. And so's Grace Randolph. I cannot see this being the case. The fact that no one has turned around and said, look, hold up. Legend of Zelda is Netflix. Probably not going to be the case. Probably is Nintendo. Probably hold your horses a bit there. Is really surprising. So no, I don't believe in this for 1 second. But that's my opinion. I've justified it. Let me know your thoughts. What do you think? Let me know down below in the comments. Now, that's not to say I wouldn't want a Legend of Zelda series, but I think it's going to be difficult to adapt because Link doesn't speak. So, if you don't have the main character speaking, but then you do have him speaking, is it really, is it really an adaptation? Not really. So, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. If you are new here, please do hit subscribe. You can stay up to date on the world of pop culture movie news by hitting the bell notification icon. Also, guys, yesterday I posted the video about Netflix's Dark Crystal. If you haven't seen it, check it out above. But thank you all so much for watching. I've been Mr. H. Take care.